Z instantaneously, but rock today doesn't even go to B, so what's the difference? It doesn't even go to A sub 2. It was once music that morons could eat. It was once nurture for morons. It isn't even nurture anymore. It's music to keep morons stupid.
Hold real still.
Ron, what's the order tonight?
What are they playing?
White Flag, Mental Floss, the Muffs, and the Angry Samoans. 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. Cool.
See, at 7 p.m. the street should be wide empty, right? I can
pull right over. Also, there's parking right next door.
It's always a cool move to fall asleep in your car before you play, like right in front of the club, so people can gawk at you. There are many big bands do that. Actually,
this side.
Billy's not going to be here. He got stuck at work.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, he's not going to be here for sound check, though, he said.
What?
He won't be here for sound check, he said.
What time is the sound check?
Any minute.
Any minute?
6 o'clock, actually.
No home. My mind is blown. The truth is unknown. Time has come. Time has come today. Time has come. Time has come today. The subway, the rules have changed today. This world is blown away. Time has come. Time has come today. Time has come. Time has come today. I have no home. I have no home. I have no home. Thinking about the subway, this world is blown away. Time has come. Time has come today. Time has come.
I'm Natalie Nichols. I'm a rock critic, and this is what I think about the Angry Samoans. I wrote this in 1989. The Samoans' music settles into the brain's primal centers, affecting the listener on a level so obscured by daily functioning that it might take a few listens for the message to come through. That's all. I can't do the phony stuff.
It's all about fakes. It's all about how people try to be fakes and kind of succeed at it, and then they don't know what's real from what's fake. Anyway, something to the effect of how the Angry Samoans were authentic, but they were really fakes.
Yeah, and she introed the song by saying, you know, people always say there's a fine line between clever and stupid. Well, here goes.
No, I was just saying Satan, Satan, whispering Satan into the microphone
I couldn't hear
while she was talking.
I couldn't tell what it was. What were you saying?
Satan.
Satan.
Satan. But I have my beer bottle collection, and it consists of Saint Nick beer, or Old Nick, and Lucifer beer, and Satan beer. It's my 3 beer bottles.
Kill for Satan played backward is this talking thing, Letter from Lucifer by Nikki Sixx and the Devil.
So you never realized that the Samoans were such a satanic band.
I have it on CD.
Now
I
you're
can't
learning.
play it backwards. I have it on CD.
Look at Mike rocking out.
Oh, and all the punk rockers hate that one. The punksters hate that song, Doubly Happy.
Wigwam Bam,
Yeah,
sweet song.
they don't like Wig Bam Bam too
We
much.
used to do that, but no more. Back here anyway.
Yeah, do they have egg crates or any kind of chair I can plug the cabinet on?
Nope. My battery's dying.
What do you guys want to do? Line check? Yeah, I guess we want to just have some mics.
On the guitar EQ, if you could tweak the high end where it's like a buzz saw, we want to really crank the high end on it.
Play it.
Through the board. Yeah, can you do this? It's a 1964 Tremolux.
That's not bad.
This is going to be neat to be mic'd later on tonight too, this guitar.
All right, you can try it now?
Well, I need to hear the guitar balance is okay.
Mike, we have 3 minutes.
I know. Just. 1, 2, 3.
We're talking 76, 77. Richard Meltzer and I started the local beat combo known as VOM, as in vomit. And often we would get a bit carried away throwing animals, well not animals, bronco worms or insects, larvae, sheep eyeballs, all sorts of organic viscera over the heads of the audience. I mean, it wasn't to be outrageous so much as it was just to have a lot of fun. I think Richard sort of bopped someone over the head with a microphone stand, not hard, you know, but there was some gesture of violence that the management couldn't tolerate, so the power was shut off and we were sent packing, and that was the legacy of VOM.
We want to interview Richard Meltzer. Richard, you look very well for your age. How do you keep yourself looking so good?
I piss in a cup.
Oh, wow.
And I feed it to your mom.
Oh.
Yes, the special frequencies I am now broadcasting can only be received by the brain of someone suffering from hydroplexia nervosa, or, in more technical language, insanity. Actually, many Americans are partially insane without even realizing it. Partial insanity need not impair work or family life. In fact, insane gesture is
that's really hot. But your mommy is so yummy, something you are not. I'm in love with your mom.
Light are usually enough to keep this form of insanity under control. Yeah. Yeah, my mother had us sit around. All right, bye now. Country superstar, may it help you? Meanwhile, warning sign.
Sitting on the couch, she wants to eat, the koozie no slouch. She says, come on, baby, I want to sell you up my crack. The koozie's getting hot, she wants some action in the sack. She says, come on, baby, I got something for you. But what do you think? Bobby told Kooz, on his back, Bobby starts to quack. He says, stop, this ain't pop, besides, it's just too animalistic. Bob and Koozie, they have a brand new car. It's blue. And they're gonna go cruising today. Koozie's driving, he starts the car, turns it over, but it makes too much noise. And Bobby admonishes her, says, noise is uncool. So she tries again, but it makes even more noise. He says, stop it, it's too animalistic. It's like maybe something's wrong, and she goes out, opens up the hood, to check what's wrong. She looks way down, looks way down inside, and he says, stop it also, because like that too animalistic.
And so I'm like 32 years old, or whatever I was when at the time of bomb, and it was like I still had some of this youthful, these hormones were still going. I still had some stamina. Okay, why don't I do a band before I'm too old to do it? It seemed like once you had worked up the song to the point where you could do it once, it didn't make any sense to me to do it twice. I mean, it further digitalizes what is already digits and nothing but digits. There's nothing, analog about rock and roll anymore. There never was. But I'm saying, to me, doing it seemed like one performance was enough.
Well, Saunders was the drummer, and it sort of evolved out of that. We had a handful of good songs and some leftover bugs, and we thought, why not keep it going?
And now my head's a tent, and I spend the time wondering where it went. I want it back, cause I got to live. This twist of fate I cannot forgive. I met a man not too long ago, but when he said to me I didn't want to know. I saw his bag, and when he turned away, I reached inside, and then I lost my mind. It's gone away, so far away. Yeah.
Where'd the other guys go?
Should I care? Should I care?
Where do they go?
Like if they leave and never come back, should I even care?
You don't want to come out and eat?
No, I got this to wake me up about 30 minutes before we play. And
what do you got, your cereal too or something?
No, I don't like to eat normal dinners before I play because you don't want much in your stomach. You know, you want to digest it in and out. So what I've used for about 50 years now is this crud.
Peanut pan?
That's what when I had to drive long distance, like, 500 miles a day, if you eat peanut butter, it makes it all that much more quicker. You can eat while you drive.
How long you been waiting in line? Huh?
Just came right now.
You been camped out here all night?
Yeah, all night.
Yeah. Fuck, when you heard about the ticket, you think you'd come down and get in line?
Right.
All right, great. Go ahead.
All right.
Go right in.
Came to see the Angry Samoans for probably the 5th time in the last 4 years.
Really?
Yes.
How many times is 5 going to 4?
How many times has 5 gone to 4?
Yeah.
Come here. Down line, man. Come here. What are you doing? Taking a nap?
Oh yeah, it's just eating my dinner. When we were really on a tight budget, I would drive the Dodge Colt back to Bakersfield and crash around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the back of a Payless shoe store in a very safe neighborhood when the sun would wake me up at 9 during the summer, and that would be soon. That was before I found a place to crash down here.
You guys coming to see the Samoans? Angry Samoans? You are?
You coming to see a Samoan?
What do you like about the Samoans? What's great about the Samoans, man? You like that?
Really from Samoa, and they're angry.
FSU crazy HB style. These guys are a bunch of punks, man. They fucking suck shit.
my brain.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah, and I'm going to go see the Mumps too.
How much money you got in your pocket there then?
About 40, 50, what?
Are you here to see the Angry Samoans?
I was in the video.
You what?
Keith's girlfriend.
Hey, we love you. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
The crowd. Oh, that's good. That was good.
You talking about mama like that?
They've never heard of the Angry Samoans, is that what you're saying?
I'm from Canada.
You're from Canada? Well, like the Angry Canucks.
Angry Samoans, is that a real thing? You guys are just like bullshitting me to like get in my pants or something.
No, that's great. Are you guys going to see the Angry Samoans?
Yeah.
All fucking right, please welcome all the way from Los Angeles, California, the Angry Samoans!
with Vince Neil. I said, Vince, it's amazing. You truly are the world's lamest person. He said, no, not anymore. I'm only number 2. There's a new number 1. The guy, Bill Bailey, you know, William Bailey, you know, Beetle Bailey in Guns N' Roses. Said, Axl, you stupid fuck. He's never killed anyone. And Vince says, hey, let's celebrate. Want to go for a ride? And that's when I knew that I was truly living inside my brain.
HB crazy style motherfuckers. And psychos, you get it.
Now, what does FSUHB mean to you?
Well, these are all letters that, you know, mean one thing or another. I wouldn't begin to speculate what each letter means or what each letter stands for or what it means to them. I let our fans sort of take it from there. Well, when you ask about songs like Brain, and again, going back to our fans, I don't mean to keep going on about this, but it's not a coincidence that they just go ape every time they hear that song. It's a message that relates to them. Basically, it's about being trapped in your head, not being able to get out, and there's sort of a psychic waves of fear keep towering over you and bringing you to your knees. I mean, almost to where you're going to just think you're going to vomit eternally.
I've come here to Loyola Marymount University, the Department of Mathematics. Here to talk today with Dr. Greg Turner. I made my way here to the campus. There were a number of distractions, but I think the point that I want to drive is this.
There's a lot of mathematical theory now that goes into beyond the empirical testing of new drugs.
So it's like kinetics, like when it binds to a receptor, does it bind and then goes somewhere else?
Well, Prozac's a serotonin reuptake inhibitor. But there's apparently, I'm not familiar with it that much, but there's apparently a whole model and combinatoric mathematical theory that goes along with this. The cosine of pi over 4 radians is square root of 2 over 2. But that's not the issue.
I think you're wrong. I really think you're wrong.
Why?
Because I think I heard it differently somewhere else.
Everything you think is bullshit.
No.
You sit here taking notes from someone who isn't even employed here.
It doesn't matter if he's employed here. The man is a genius. It's not, you don't know the genius.
He's a genius. You start writing the things he tells you down on the test, and that's why you fail every exam.
In the back door.
Look, let me tell you something. You see this?
Yes.
You see this tape? It's
what about it?
It's everything you need to know about this course and about this class.
The sun comes out twice a day. I cannot move. I can't get away.
So long ago, when my life was young, I did not know the dangers of the sun.
And I'm staring at the sun.
The 85th planet from the sun. It's so very cold. It's so fucking cold.
And I'm staring at the sun.
I really would like to thank you for, well, with the blackboard and using the eraser, tidying up some of the arguments that you brought forth, and I think that now things are a lot clearer than they were before.
Stand back. Mike Saunders. Take a PhD to understand this one, man. Okay. What's the difference between a speed metal band and a dog turd? What? The turd smells better.
Well, we wanted to get your mom, too. Where is she? Is she in Arkansas?
She's in Arkansas, yeah.
She comes out every once in a while, right?
Once a year.
Yeah.
Well, at her age, you never can take it for granted, you know. Only when if there's going to be a next time. She's 70 now. She sold T-shirts at Gilman Street, Berkeley, and at San Jose Cactus Club. And these kids came and said, "Do you do this all the time?"
What about my old man?
She and my brother weren't real fond of that one, but it was written before he died. It wasn't like pissing on the guy's grave. But when he was, see, I lived at home for 2 straight years going back to college, and I wrote that song within 12 months of leaving, so it was almost like a little flashback. I mean, I was all the way up to age 23 and 24, but still it was like doing the, you know, the internship all over again. So it was actually a really legitimate fake teenage song, you know. Same house, same old man, same fucking potbelly, falling asleep at the dinner table at midnight, you know.
Did you get along? Did you like him?
Kind of. I was in senior English, right? Which is basically a license to torture the students, as you know. And one of the assignments we got was to write something. And we had any number of options, so I wrote up a record review, sent it to Rolling Stone, and they ran it. And so the teacher couldn't say a word. So a year later, I sent him something else, and Greil Marcus was running the thing. And so he sends me this card back, said, "Mike, you know what you could really do to help us out? How about driving to Nashville and talk to Bob Johnston?" And I sent back, "Greil, I'm in high school. I got important things to do." I had a business degree, so I just piggybacked. You know, I had a business statistics thing, and I could have been an actuary, which might have been a much smarter thing to do in the long run.
But you became what, an accountant, an MBA, or what?
Just a hack, run-of-the-mill, above average accounting manager making $1,000, not quite $1,000 a week. You know, mediocre $50,000 a year hack.
But
even my wardrobe is real mediocre.
You don't wear a suit?
Well, I got 5 suits, but they're not exactly Brooks Brothers. What they are is Men's Warehouse 249. You know, worsted wool. Worsted wool is really good. Real wool. Eat my weenie, man.
Hitler's cock.
Yeah! We got him a guitar case. Will you shut the fuck up with Hitler's cock? The guy who sang it lives in North Hollywood. Go bang on his front door, man.
He took the cock with him.
Well, we can do it. He's got the cock. We don't have it anymore. It's
Well, okay, obviously you have to have a certain sense of humor to get into stuff like They Saved Hitler's Cock, but, well, a sick sense of humor, I guess, in a way, but I guess it's because it's so blatantly offensive that you can't be offended by it. Does that make sense? I don't know. But it's just funny. Why is it funny? How do you explain that? Because it's a funny image. It's stupid. It's stupid, and therefore it's funny. And also, like, there is that horror movie called They Saved Hitler's Brain, so it's sort of a takeoff of a really bad B movie, where like you see Hitler's head floating in a tank of formaldehyde and stuff like that. So it's only a little jump to the stuff about Hitler's cock.
The Forbes theory of replacement. The Forbes theory of replacement in its first interpretive operation centered about the second blunder. Forbes noticed a similar hesitation in Ringo Starr's vocal from the Beatles' version of Matchbox. I've been sitting here wondering, Matchbox holding my clothes. Seeing this awkward expression, Forbes substituted cock for clothes and stumbled upon a universal receptacle symbol. I've been sitting here wondering, matchbox holding my cock. Now, it's not bad as far as it goes, Richard Meltzer, The Aesthetics of Rock, but clearly Forbes misses the one important opening there, because clearly it should go, I've been sitting here wondering, matchbox holding Hitler's cock. I'm Richard Starkey Jr. Ringo was my dad. I know what was going on in his mind.
Rock and roll, which was once the absolute force of liberation on this here planet, and is now, without missing a beat, the absolute force of what's the word? Obey or die. Ring through your nose to be yanked by whoever is behind it all. Makes you stupid. Cease to resist. All that shit. I wouldn't listen to rock and roll as readily as I would cut off my dick with a rusty razor blade.
Hi there, my name's Richard Casey. I'm a rock video director here in LA, and I was approached a couple of weeks ago by a band called the Angry Samoans. I'm sure you know them. They wanted to do a couple of videos. They had two songs. Wild Hog Rider was the name of one. I Lost My Mind was the name of the other. It was during the production on these videos that the Angry Samoans entered into a management deal with the notorious professional wrestler, Kenji Shibuya. Luckily, we had our cameras present for most of the meetings between Kenji and the Angry Samoans. And I put together a short documentary that I'd like to show you before we look at the music videos. I call this the Kenji Shibuya incident.
Kenji, you've done a fine job for us, getting us this deal with XXX Records, a fine record company. I certainly think you've earned all of your 15%.
What do you mean, 15%? You get 15%, I get 95%.
We talked about this, remember? 15%, like...
Kenji, 95%'s an awful lot. Most managers get 15.
I'm not most managers. I'm Kenji Shibuya. I crush Prince Mayaba. And I bash Pepper Gold.
Hey, dude, mellow out, man. Take it easy.
He's throwing. I double chop.
Stay down, you. Kenji's not through with you.
Who's next? You hippie!
Oh, look at it. Please, no, man, no.
All right, Kenji!
Yeah! Oh, God. Sit down. You okay? You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You okay?
I'm okay.
You okay?
I'm with you. Kenji, no. Hey. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kenji. Thank you. I love you. You are my name of my pain!
We're at the veterinarian offices of Dr. John Evans, and he's going to explain to us the injuries associated with the Angry Samoans. Dr. Evans?
The Angry Samoans are very seriously injured. Very serious abrasions, contusions, concussions, and so on. I think they will live, but I'm sure, however, that they're never going to be able to play music again. I mean, I've never seen a dog or a cat, hell, any animal for that matter, a monkey, a bear, be able to play music after sustaining injuries like these. Is it that
serious?
Well, of course it is. I mean, look at the paws, the hands in this case. They're all smacked up.
Several weeks later, there was a new manager for the Angry Samoans.
Hello? My name is Sterling Brown, and I am the new manager of the Angry Samoans. Kenji Shibuya, as of this moment, has no connection with the band. The Lord said, forgive them, for they know not what they're doing. Kenji, what are you doing here?
I want to offer you a peace offering. I want to show you that Kenji Shibuya is a good sport.
He blinded him! Help! Stop!
I'm the manager, me! And now I present the real Kenji Shibuya, Angry Samoans!
We've heard these phonies, and we know that they're nothing! Nothing! We have seen the video! What do we think of the video, Broncos? We've heard the album, and the album is nothing! What do we think of the album? The album is nothing!
Singing! I call it howling! And that's just what they're gonna be do. Howling in pain when we ever catch them.
Make way for Mr. Wonderful Move! I taught Clapton how to play!
Clapton is a phony!
I taught Prince how to play! I wrote all the Beatles songs!
That's John Tolos. That's the wrestler.
I wrote Louie!
He's a phony. He's a fraud. This man's a fraud. He's a fraud.
My old man's a fatso! How to spell rock and roll? Well, I'll tell you how to spell rock and roll. T-O-L-O-S. Kenji! 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 Where's the noise?
That's right, Kenji Shibuya. You have made it impossible to play the music we love more than anything else in life. And that phony band, the Kenji Shibuya Angry Samoans. You think our fans are going to fall for such a cheap trick? Our fans are intelligent. They come from Kuala Lumpur and Greenland and Asia and Norway. No, they'll never be fooled by such a cheap trick, Kenji Shibuya. And now, I'm learning to play the guitar left-handed. I'm learning to play and I'll be back. We'll be back. The Angry Samoans will be back for you, Kenji Shibuya. And we'll be ready for the Battle of the Bands. Loser leaves town. Anytime, anywhere. Do you hear me, Kenji Shibuya?
That's right, Shibuya. I'm gonna get my sight back. And I'm gonna come after you, and I'm gonna get you!
Look, he's back out there! It's Kenji Shibuya, he's out there! Look at that! He's stomping on somebody else! Did you see that? Oh my God, I can't believe the violence! Ladies and gentlemen, go home! Lock your doors! Kenji Shibuya is on the loose! He's back! Oh!
Our hope is that others will learn from this and not make the same tragic mistake that the Angry Samoans made. The mistake of confusing the youthful fantasy world of rock and roll with the dangerous reality of professional wrestling.
Slave to my dignity!
Tony Khan was one of the first secret weapon lead singers we had. I mean, initially the idea was the guy would sort of come on like Handsome Dick of the Dictators, jump on stage in his leopard skin coat and rattle some chains literally and sing Wild Thing or I'm in Love with Your Mom or the Dictators' Two Tub Man. It didn't quite work out like that. He got into the airport with all of like 50 pounds of chain link through PSA security and they weren't too thrilled with that, and he was thinking this is some punk rock renaissance that he was going to live out, and poor guy, like an hour before we played at this theater in Richmond, California, up in the Bay Area, he sort of got inebriated too quick and was barfing up all this wine and Fritos, and it was sort of a bad scene, and we didn't think we were going to be able to do it with him at all. He wound up on stage swinging this douchebag, and they had to take it away because the people that owned the club were very strict about these things. So we almost got the power shut off on us there that time also. But Tony tried. I mean, you can't blame him. The guy was like in his 40s and his 50s, and when you get up to that age, you do desperate things. You swing douchebags, you rattle chain link and think you're a punk. I mean, I hope when 30 years from now, when I'm 55, that I'm not doing that. But you can't make excuses for people. You just hope that you evolve the way you'd like.
Do you think the Samoans will be playing when you're 55?
Yeah, I think the Samoans will be around. I think, the reason we've kept it going this long is that it's, a hobby for us, and the fact that it's avocational means that it can lay dormant when it needs to, and some people have likened us to a sort of an active retrovirus. When the host organism, its defenses fall down and become vulnerable, we're active.
It's all about how people try to be fakes and kind of succeed at it.
One of the reasons I find them interesting is because the last album was so cool, and it had all this different, kind of acoustic stuff on it, and they've had their various acoustic side projects and things too. And I guess I think, this was at some point where they kind of had it together for a second there, and they made something that was really neat, I mean, that's a really great record. It's like 23 minutes long, and it's bitchin'. And I think, well, what if they could have just kept it together and put everything down and gone more, and did another one? Where would they have gone from here? But that's like saying, sort of like saying what would the Beatles have done?
Now I'm living all alone. It's too bad she'll never know. We locked the gate. There's a heck of a lot to contemplate. It's the end of night. It's my wild ride. Round and around I go. You step closer to the hole. Look at me, 'cause I am what they want to be. At the end of night, it's the wild hog ride. Last night, I took a trip. I hopped onto my bike. Yeah. I rode into my mind. I took the wild hog ride.
Yeah. You ever see the Soarin' at Penny?
What's it about?
Leave the camera on.